best team in the country. Take that one, Tranmere. You cannot even get close to us. As let's have a look at you struggling in League 2 as actually they're in the playoffs. Very well done from you, Tranmere, in FIFA, but you couldn't beat us in real life as we try to continue as form into this episode. Welcome back, people, to the MWS FIFA 23 Grimsby Town to Glory. Now, we left last episode in 12th position. We're doing absolutely brilliantly in the league this time. Such a difference from the time before, but I still want more. The games today, I'd definitely say, look, kind of winnable. There's only one team, or two, or three, or 4 teams from the top 6, Sky Sports top 6 that is, but we can do this. We also went and picked up us 2-0 dub over Wigan in the FA Cup, a trophy that we still want to go further with. And also, if you couldn't tell right there, we're in January. That means the window is open for business, which we've got to, of course, get done. But as you can see here, it might actually be business getting done on us as Jack McGlynn is being approached by Portimoyense, and that is due to his contract running out, as we've got plenty more running out. We've got Glennon, Azaz, Hartley, and Eccles, because Machida is retiring, and I think I want to sign some of these up. As we're going to start with Hartley, he only wants 4.2. That is a sick wage for a youngster. Just get him on that. That's an unbelievable 3-year deal, as we want to go in for Finn Azaz as well. Don't want to lose the Irish beast, as he wants, 37 plus a 5 appearance fee. That's way too much for his wage. We're going to try and lower it to 27 because that's increasingly high. 38. I can't offer you a new contract, Finn Azaz, on them terms. I'm sorry, mate. That leaves him with the wage demands not met, and of course in January he could be scooped. As I think it's going to be the same with Josh Eccles and Anthony Glennon. I'm not going to sign them up just yet, but if they do stay through January, I probably will try. They're on very high wages, as McGlynn isn't leaving us. Portimoyense have broken down the deal. As we begin today, going back into the league, and I do want to change the captain, because Argon's not the captain. We're going to give it to, of course, Reggie Stone. The old boy, as he's actually 25 now in this career mode. He is kicking on, but he's been here from the start as Liverpool. We're going to try a quick simulation for Anfield men, as we're going to see what can go down. And we get a 2-1 win against them. What a result that is. We've got Boateng, Richards, and Hartley secures the win. That's incredible for us, as it takes our January to 4 wins out of 4. As also Watford are confirmed as the next FA Cup game, as we're also going to try and get another signing through the door. Christian Matsima of Everton, of course, newly relegated. It will cost us around 20 million. It's a big baller, but if we get this through the door, that's a big defensive player. As actually, I didn't realise we don't have the money. 13, of course, is rejected from Lamp. That's embarrassing, as I didn't know we only had 13 million to operate with. That's going to make January difficult. And an offer from Schalke for Hartley. That is an outstanding fee for our youngster. Of course, he's been here and brilliant for a season, but Schalke, of course, playing European football, and it's a big team. We're going to have to accept the offer. This could be the end for Hartley, as the board also not happy with the Finn Azaz approach with the contract. That could be us losing 2 players. It's not going greatly for us, but with Hartley going out of the team, we're going to involve Perez in the starting team. He's going to go onto the bench, and I'm expecting this Brighton lineup to be very strong, and yes, it looks it. Of course, they're high up in the table. They've got Goncalo Ramos from West Ham. Controversial move for him, as he might be involved straight away. Abrima Bamba doesn't get on that. Edwards with one of the tackles of the season, as we want our form to keep on going in January, but Goncalo Ramos, he's saved by Matthieu. Oh, and Edwards, that was very close. That could have been a disaster, as Brighton definitely on top in this one. However, it's good pass through to Bloxham, and how's it not given us a foul? Ref, are you watching, as it's Brighton on attack again? Put into the middle, Rankin Costello puts it back to the keeper. But honestly, not the brightest of starts for us, as Pavlov down the line. It's into Rankin right here. He's going to slow it down. He's going to try and get a good cross into Bloxham, trying the overhead kick. Oh, and it's blocked by Polinia. That's all that happens, as Reggie pokes it through though, and that's a good ball onto Tommy Conway from range. It's wide of the mark, and Bamba on the ball in the middle of the park, as he puts one out to Rankin Costello, still looking for the goal laws just before half time. It's a good ball into Conway, who slots it home. There is the opener for the Mariners, and what a time to get it. Tommy with a brilliant ball just to him, and a slot home just before half time. And Miroslav Pavlov getting a ball down the line here into Rankin Costello, as we want to carry on this second half the same. Pavlov gets a good ball. That's terrible. I'm very surprised by that as Rankin Costello with a ball through the middle onto Bamba. That's good passing. Novak. Oh, almost squeezed. As Rankin Costello with a ball through the middle onto Reggie Stone. And Reggie Stone trying to look forward as he's got Pavlov just making a move into the middle. But he's opted for Bloxham. If he's onside, it's 2-0 thanks to Tom. This is honestly great footballers. Look at this. Just an easy slot to the keeper's near post. As Reggie Stone on the ball in the middle of the park. He plays one through onto Pavlov. Now into Bloxham, who scooped a brilliant ball over. Look at the skill. Oh, we deserved one. Truly been dominant against Brighton, but they've got a chance at the end, and oh, it's gone underneath as goalkeeper. It looks like there'll be a late bit of pressure. It's just nipped off of us, and the number 9, Michael Jacobs, at the near post. I'm hoping we can make sure it's just a consolation, though, as Bloxham. He's got a bit of a chance right here if he can dink that over, which he does, but not good enough. But the result on its own, maybe, though, as we've still got a chance for another. Tommy Conway cutting inside with a low shot. Oh, it's saved onto the post, and oh, we just can't tap it in. But it doesn't matter. The Mariners have 5 wins from 5. We're not finishing there, though, because, of course, we've got a lot more to do today, and we've got Watford in the round 4 of the FA Cup as we are up to 10th in the Premier League. This is fantastic. We're 1 point off Arsenal. Ronnie Edwards also not happy that he didn't get the captain's armband. I gave it back to Reggie Stone, of course. I don't want him to overthink that, though, as I don't want to unsettle Ronnie. He's been a brilliant player for us, so there you go. All eyes on the FA Cup, though, as Watford. We're going to rotate the team up, and we are going to get this done. But in the meantime, Harley Hartley is leaving the club. He's leaving the dressing room at Cheapside to go to Schalke. As there is his confirmation, we get 23 million to the budget, though, as that could go a long way, or maybe not, because the player I want to sign, Mitchell Bakker, he was relegated with the West Brom. He's 30-year-old. He's a little bit old, but of course he's got Dutch experience and Premier League experience. As we're going to go ahead and offer 18.5 million for his services, Steve Bruce lets us do it, as he wants the crucial role. He wants a 3-year contract, which tells me he still wants to play. However, we're having some money problems here, as he wants to be the highest paid player at the club, and he's not going to stand for any less than 45k a week, which, to be fair, is probably a Premier League wage. We're going to still try and get 42 out of him. He wants 45. I don't want to upset the man. After all, we're going to be coaching him, as he's the new number 2. We've signed Michael Barker, the ex-Leverkusen left-back. 18.5 million. Do we get an A in the transfer, though? That is the thing. No, we get a D. I understand he's an aging player, and we do have Boateng, but he can play at right-back now. Get his right-back rating up a lot, and of course, Barker, a big improvement at left-back, as he still has his pace. As we have 17 million left, but I don't know if we really force the signing, because of course, if we do sign someone, I think it has to be a striker again. However, he's not arrived at the squad just yet for this FA Cup game, as I'm going to, of course, go with my man Gleno alongside Blackburn, Okonkwo, Diarra, but most importantly, Perez making a debut. So come on, lads. Watford a championship side now, so we should be getting the win. However, it's them with the early chances here. Cardoso's got some defending to do. A pass in the middle and a shot through. It's in the top corner. Dominic Quina, or it might be Domingo Quina. I don't know what his name is, but he's not making me feel good. Okonkwo didn't cover himself in glory as Boateng against his old club. Into Gleno. We need to try and get back at them as soon as possible. Perez, not a good pass. With the highlights, I fear time just ticks down too quickly, but they're through again. Ford, one-on-one. That's a good save, though. And with not long left on the clock, we found a bit of a chance here. It's fallen to Argon. It looks like we're all out attacking. Can he get the pass across? He does. Into Perez. He's got a debut goal, the youngster. We love to see that. Get in there, the Spaniard. I knew he was special. That's just a lovely finish, you know, just rolled into his path and he couldn't miss. However, it is only enough to take it to a replay as we draw 1-1 with Watford at New Blundell Park. And I have got to say, I'm very impressed with that guy's performance. Of course, the replay's a bit of a disappointment, but we'll give him some game time in it. As we do have Newcastle next, however, focus on that one, as we've got an offer for 4 million for Ellis Gale. And to be fair, 19-year-old, 72 rated, we have Curtis Wright. That's a done deal. Hope he enjoys his game time at Groningen. I don't know if I've said that right, as we are on to transfer deadline day, and to be fair, I don't know if there's anything I really want to do. So maybe a controversial move, guys, and I know you probably might not like it, but I am going to skip deadline day completely. None of our players leave, none sign. Of course, apart from Ellis Gale. Wasn't much spent around the clubs, as Newcastle only on 25 points this season. They're in a bit of a struggle. And we did play them earlier on in the season and lose to them, but we're going to go with the quick simulation this time, as the Geordies get a 3-2 win. We've doomed ourselves. Fabio Silva again, Bloxham, Ricky, Conway, and Fabio Silva. That man I dislike. I'm back onto Watford straight after in the replay. This game I do think we'll still be playing the highlights for, even though we've played them already, because we need to make sure we progress, as it's going to be the lads that put us in that bad position into the replay who play again. They've got to put stuff right. And we're at Vicarage Road for this one, so we've got to try and make sure we just don't let the crowd affect us and we get the win. However, they are going to start off with a free kick and they're going to whip it in. I don't want them scoring first. It happened last time and didn't go well for us, as we need to put that ball through there onto Reggie Stone. Need a little bit more support, does Reg. Can we just go out wide? There we go. Into Diarra. He's going to whip one in. Deflected. And we're very quickly into the second half as Sem Stein with a pass into Pavlov. We need to try and get this ball over the top into Diarra if he can run onto that, but he's beaten to it. Still, they're desperately trying to counter-attack on us as Paulo Bernardo, the player we tried to sign, he stayed at the Hornets as it's round the corner to Ford. Now onto Weissman. He uses Paulo. Good tackle, Blackburn. It's not been as one-sided as I thought it would be as Sam Stein. Come on. Let's kill this off. Last chance of the game. It's a terrible cross. Still lands to Novak. In the middle to Diarra on the turn. Oh, he tried. That's going to lead us into extra time. However, a free kick here for Sam Stein to whip in. It's going towards Diarra. He doesn't get high enough, but still balls falls back to us. Into Reggie Stone. Onto Perez again. It's stumbled. And that grants them another chance. Lukic near post forward with the header. Ooh, that was close. And oh no. Oh no, they have a penalty in the 111th minute. We could be going out. We haven't even got to the penalty shootout. Okonkwo sent the wrong way. Weissman scores. This is not a good sign, you know. That could be the end of the game, as it seems like we have one more chance to avoid an upset. It's a short corner from Diarra into Stein, back into Stein. We're going to try and slowly move this in, but you can see how defensive they are. It's round the corner into Novak, saved. Oh no, and we've missed the chance. Can we try and win this header? We do. Back into Novak. We need to keep this alive if we can, as it's a free kick. Lenglet to give it away, and it's got to be Reggie standing over this one. Actually, no, it's given to Sam Stein. We're just going to go short anyway to try and keep this ball alive and get it into the box. Pavlov into Stein again. Now Novak gets this round the corner. He's intercepted. That could be the end of the game, and it is. We're out of the FA Cup. We are out of the FA Cup in the round of 32. We've not been blessed in this competition, in this save. I feel sick after that when I physically do, as we've got to move back into the Premier League, and Leeds United, who we've played before, in a very close position, as we only managed to just squeeze past them last time, and we make a huge call. We're going to put Finn Azaz over Pavlov. He's tired from the cup. Reggie Stone stays in, and Bakker makes his debut. Can he backer us up to a win? And Leeds United, I've just seen the team. It looks as strong as ever, so if we do get something from this, it's going to be difficult. But I've got belief in the boys. Come on, Bloxham, Conway, Pavlov, or actually Azaz this time, isn't it? Already forgot. I'm glad I picked Azaz for this game, though, because he scored the winner last time against Leeds as Dane Scarlett with a good run. Thought he might have squeezed a shot in there, or we fouled him for a pen. Luckily nothing given anyway, as Bloxham's going to just keep jogging with this ball here, and he's got the space and time. Puts it round the corner into Reggie Stone. He's got a chance to shoot, you know, on the angle, and the keeper saves. Very close as Reggie Stone to whip a ball in, and Agdon with the header. Oh, Radkovic. I thought that was it. Can we do it again? It's Conway this time, into the gloves. Imposing ourselves, however, on a decent Premier League team here as Fofana tried to get it past Bakker. That's a new signing. Playing well, as he's even maybe released the counter-attack. Tommy Conway, he uses Tom Bloxham through the middle. This is a big chance for him. He goes near post. He scores at Ellen Road. Is there anything this big man cannot do? Wonderful finish. He just got the run through the middle, and the power on that was just impossible for Radkovic to grab. So I'm very happy with it, as Bogus, though, the youngster, gives it into Dane Scarlett. He tries a shot. Matteo, this season, it's literally Courtois. Brilliant save as they've danced past us, though, and they might be getting a ball into the box here. They don't in the end. Bogus has to pass it back into Fofana, though. Still struggling to get it. Boateng away. We've been the better team, but still Leeds definitely in it at home, as that's proving how. As Moretti weaving and twisting, and Argon with a good tackle just before half-time, which isn't blown for. They're going to let Leeds have the corner. Bakker's at the near post. It's past him. It's headed down by Edwards. Not cleared fully. It's still bouncing around. Matteo dives on it, and we hold our lead at the break. Still rather selfishly, however, I want more, as Wanziak round the corner. Dane Scarlett's getting close. Hasn't scored or done anything yet, but still is a threat as Scarlett. There's the assist, maybe. Oh, Matteo again. Still, we've got to try and help us goalkeeper. They've gone for the chip. Oh, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. That's absolute skill. Sometimes you've just got to admire a goal, despite what game it is. It's a beautiful chip from outside of the box. How it just is so out of reach for Matthew. It's unreal. They're still getting closer. There was 15 minutes left on the clock, and João Cancelo, he's put a ball back out wide to Fofana. Baka has to come across. That's brilliant skill in at the near post. Matthew very quick. He might have salvaged us the draw or potentially give us the chance to counter-attack. It's into Bloxham. There's a man in the middle. Oh, he's too close to the keeper. Novak with a late chance. However, we've stole it back and it's round the corner. Rankin Costello to whip a ball in. Last chance. Bloxham has to be under it, but the keeper grabs. And that is the last thing to happen in the game. It's a disappointing one, but still, we've come from Ellen Road with a point. And we dropped to 11th place, but we do play bottom of the league Wolves next in what can be a big game still, because we know what happened last season. We played against bottom of the league, and then we went to a run-in of big teams. You can see there's 3 right there, and of course Manchester United after it. So we don't want to repeat, as this season as well, they're even worse than last time they were in the Prem. They're on 7 points. They are 11 off safety of Fulham. That's a shock. It makes me quietly confident of a full simulation with this strong team. We are a lot better than we started off with as Wolves. Oh no, it's a 1-1 draw. Lee Kang in and Pavlov back in the team. But that's a game we should take 3 points from. And we have to stop a moment to just praise the academy staff at the moment. They found Albie Marsh, an English goalkeeper who looks absolutely fantastic. I'm going to get them, of course, on plans and wait for them to go into the first team. Only keeping them out because I know they won't play, as Arsenal, 2 points are between us. So after the disappointment of Wolves, why not? Why not go into this game? I hope we can get all 3 points from this one, as I do want to see what team they have as well. They've got Demir and a couple of good players, I'm thinking. Runa Lowell, Tyreek Mitchell, Kyrgian and Fabinho in the midfield. Sergis Under, Scott is of course teammates with Conway. They'll get on after the game. Our ex-teammates of Bristol City, I must add, as maybe that's why he moved to Arsenal. Similar kit. As Bamba's on the ball straight away, and we're going to put one down the line. It's into Boateng. Boateng's going to try and cross a ball in here. If we could surprise Arsenal straight away, I'd love it. Tommy Conway with the ball here, as he's going to put one out wide. We want to try and catch Arsenal on a sneaky little break here. It's been mostly them. Novak. Oh, it required a save. Best we've done so far, as we'll whip the ball in with Boateng from right back. Not too great. He needs to get to the other side of the field, or he can whip this in and we can score, as that's a decent ball, but always the keepers. Little ashamed with that one, but we're definitely taking the game to him, as if Pavlov's onside, which he is. This can be a chance against Arsenal. He's giving it back into Tom Bloxham. Back to Pavlov. Good play. Good save. How are we not beating them, as Conway into Reggie Stone? Can this be it? Pavlov, it's only a glancer. First half very decent from us, as that's brought to a halt. It's 0-0 at the Emirates, and we will have to keep on going, as Mitchell into Fabian. That's a good 1-2. The number 8 needs tackling. Ronnie Edwards just doing that. Don't want them growing back into the game. I just want us taking it to them, as Bloxham. Brilliant header! Again stopped. What does it take for a goal, as Boateng with a delicious switch over to Baka, trying to aboard the showboat. Don't mind a little bit of flair if it goes to his man, as Bloxham putting a ball just behind Boateng, but we still can go forward from this. Diarra's now on the field. He's trying a 1-2. Bloxham's found a gap, and Bloxham's finished it at the Emirates. I'm hoping he's finished the game. We have been on top, and we have definitely deserved that. And I don't know if you guys actually know the importance of that. That's not just us beating Arsenal at the moment. That could be a step towards continental football. And Arsenal trying to hit us on the counter. Maybe their best chance of the game, but we've got it cleared. Straight into Finn Azaz. We must go forward. Can we now catch them? Azaz tries to get to it and does. Come on, lads. We've got maybe one last chance in us. It's Azaz trying a bit of a skill move. It hasn't worked, but the final whistle should go any moment, and that should be that, as it does. We've beaten Arsenal 1-0 away from home. Surely our best result in this career mode so far. And yes, I'm speaking after knowing we beat Liverpool already this episode. I think that's a really big one. It actually lets us leapfrog them, which I just know is so amazing. But still, there's a big point gap between us and Leicester, and Leeds have a game in hand, which is a bit upsetting. But the dream is still alive, with Chelsea next. I can only hope we get a result out of this one. We are going to play the highlights. It's at New Blundell Park, so anything can happen. Are Chelsea really going to be dream killers, as Victor Osimhen is actually around Agron a little bit, but they've passed it backwards into Elise. He's got it round the corner. It's a good 1-2 and wide. Now our chance to try and get them, as Tommy Conway's got a bit of a gap. He's got men chasing him. Conway, oh no. I tell you what, I've got to find a finishing drill for him. He misses a lot of chances, as Cody Gakpo Of course, the hero of the World Cup, trying to run past us here. Bakker tackles his teammate, Dutch teammate that is, as it's a huge chance for Cody Gakpo to try and put it in from a dead ball scenario when he's put it over. Still never truly feeling comfortable around the Blues though, but it's Novak on the ball and we may stand a chance. Back to Reggie Stone, he's going to try a screamer. That was never working out as Chelsea on another attack, but stopped by Agron. And we're already in the 80th minute, so this could actually be us holding on. Cody Gakpo gets it round the corner from Matteo Guendouzi, but we haven't marked up. It can be the final chance which we've blocked. And a chance to counter maybe here if there's no defenders there. Which we get it across into Tommy Conway. It always falls to him. Make sure he does it, but it's saved by Onana. And surely that's the game. We had a chance at the end, but we take a 0-0 draw against Les Blues. Back-to-back avoiding defeat against the Sky Sports top 6 is not bad, especially when Tottenham are next. As Tom Bloxham's potential constantly rising, as he's now up to an 82 and the best player in the squad. As these ratings, I'm loving how this team's progressed. Sure, some aren't doing it as much as we wanted them to, but that is okay by me. As long as we're keeping a main squad together and we can try and beat the top clubs, but we fall at the hands of Spurs. It's goals from Gonzalez and Elliott with Reggie getting ours. What they did earlier on in the season, really. That is Gonzalez picking us apart as it's back down to 10th. Still not bad. The only thing bad is his goal difference, which we can try and better against Forest, as we've got an offer here from Aston Villa as the manager. I'm very flattered. They are near top of the league, or maybe top? Yes, in fact, they're 4 points with a game in hand, clear at the top of the division. But surely they know my loyalties to Grimsby Town after relegation and everything. It's a no. I don't know if any manager in real life turns that one down. It's a bit of a weird move, but we've gone ahead and done it. As maybe another weird move, but we are simulating Forest to end today with, as it's a 2-2 draw. I mean, it's not the worst, but then again, not the best. But we end up in 12th position, which still puts us in a race 10 points off Leicester in 8th. With the games we have left here, apart from the Manchester clubs, we have 9 completely winnable games. Of course, Villa top of the league, that's going to be difficult. But we've got to actually think very positive about our chances. As thank you guys for watching this episode here. Unfortunately, we are at the end. As like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell as well if you like this content. And I will see you all next time. Take care, in a bit, and peace.